Knee rotation. We start on the mat from the standing position. Bend your knees and place your hands on your knees. Keep your feet and knees together. Rotate your knees to the left and to the right. Standing knee circles, left. We start on the mat from standing on the right foot position. Bend your left knee and bring it up. Place your left hand on your hips and keep your right hand up to the side. Now rotate your knee outward. Standing knee circles, right. We start on the mat from a standing on the left foot position. Bring your right knee up high. Place your right hand on your hip and keep your left arm to the side up. Now rotate your right knee outward. Side bends. We start on the mat from the standing position with your feet far apart. Place both hands on your hips. Now bend to the side and extend your arm to the side. Get back to the first position and switch to the other side. Bend, extend your arm, and get back to the first position. Foot rotation, left. We start on the mat from the standing position with your feet shoulder width apart. Now place your left foot on the tiptoes and rotate it inwards. Imagine that you are drawing circles. Foot rotation, right. We start on the mat from the standing position with your feet shoulder width apart. Now place your right foot on the tiptoes and rotate it inwards, making circles with your heel. Reverse lunge. We start from the standing position on the mat. Step back with your left foot and your left knee bended. Now, push back and come back to the first position by bringing your left knee up front. Place your left foot back to the first position. Step back with the other foot with your knee bended and push back, bring it up front, place it on the mat. Lunge. We start on the mat from the standing position. Now step with one leg forward. Bend your knees. Go back to the first position. Step with the other leg forward. Bend your knees and push back to the first position. Remember to keep your back straight and not to lean forward. Bended lateral walk. For this exercise, we should use the resistant band. Stand on the mat and place the resistant band under your feet. Hold the ends of the resistant band in your arms. Now, step to the left, go back to the first position, step to the right, and go back to the first position. Try not to bend your knees too much. Bridge. We start on the mat from the lying position. Lie down on your back and bend your knees. Place your feet close to each other and keep your knees close to each other. Press your palms into the mat so you may lift your hips and support your weight. Now lift your hips up and place them back on the mat. Lift them up, hold them for a second, and place them back. Play second position. We start on the mat from a standing position. Place your feet apart. Rotate your feet outwards. Now slowly bend your knees and squeeze your glutes when you're doing the squat. Get up and keep your glutes squeezed. Get down again and get up. Front kicks. We start on the mat from the standing position. Now you should kick with your left leg by raising your knee up and pushing your hips forward. Bend your arms and help yourself to keep the balance by holding your bended arms. When you kick and push your hips forward, your arms going back. Side leg lift. Lie down on the mat on your right side with your right elbow placed on the mat and your left hand placed in front of yourself. Now lift your left leg up and bring it back to the mat. Try not to touch down the mat and hold your left leg a little bit above the mat level. Side leg lift, right. Lie down on the mat on your left side with your left elbow placed on the mat. Now lift your right leg up, trying to keep it straight, and bring it back down to the mat. When you bring it down, remember not to drop it and hold it a little bit above the mat level. Bicycle. Lie down on your back and get up on your elbows. Bring both legs up with your knees bended. Now imagine that you're cycling. So straighten one leg and bring it back, straighten the other. Feet tap bended knees. We start from the sitting position on the mat. Lift your legs and your upper body. Now try to tap your right foot by your left hand. Switch. Try to tap your left foot by your right hand. Now do alternating movements. Third pose, leg lift, left. We start on the mat from the third position. Bring your hands in front of yourself and place your left foot in front of you. Now lift your left foot up and place it back to the mat. Lift it up and place it back to the mat. Make sure that your feet are pointing to the sides. Third pose, leg lift, right. We start on the mat from the standing position. Get into the third pose. Keep your hands in front of yourself. Now place your right foot front and lift it up. Place it back to the mat and lift it up again. Make sure that your feet are pointing to the sides. Crunch. We start from the lying position on the mat with your knees bended. Bring your hands to your head. Now do the crunch. Lift your shoulders up, but make sure that your lower back is pressed into the mat. Only your shoulders and upper back is lifting up from the mat. Lateral lunge, toe tap, left. We start on the mat from a standing position. Now you should step to the side with your left foot. Step to the side, bend your knees and tap your left foot with your right hand. Push it back and get back to the first position. Tap and bring it back. Lateral lunges, toe tap, right. We start on the mat from the standing position. Now you should step to the side with your right foot. Step to the right, bend your knee, and touch your right foot with your left hand. Now push back and come back to the first position. Step to the side, touch your foot, and come back to the first position. Clamshell left. Lie down on the mat on your left side. You may support your head with your left hand. Place your right hand in front of your chest. Bend your knees and keep your feet together. Now Spread your knees apart. Right knee goes up and down, up and down. Remember to squeeze your glutes. Clamshell right. Lie down on the mat on your right side. You may support your head with your right hand. Place your left hand in front of your chest. Now bend your knees. Keep your feet together and spread your knees apart. Your left knee goes up and down to the mat, up and down to the mat. Remember to squeeze your glutes. Camel. We start on the mat from standing on a knees position. Now, stuck your finger toes into the mat and try to reach your left heel with your left hand. Draw a circle with your right hand and bend back. Now, do it in the opposite direction as well. Triangle left. We start on the mat from the standing position with our feet far apart. Now, we turn our left foot to the left side and turn our body to the left side. Bend to your knee. Make sure your back is straight. You may place your hands on your left knee. Keep your knees on the mat.
Si quiero cantar esta canción, la de puede que no te haga falta nada. Más o menos, pero algo me falta.